death took your last heart, recover it before life leaves you completely.
A dance between the deep unknown of undeath and the delightful promises of life, where one slip can send you hurtling down, down forevermore. A masquerade of pretending to be who you're not, lest the frightened and hungry rip you limb from limb for not fitting into their paradigm. The need to survive, to grasp at some glimmer of creative life, and the chance to take it for yourself or give what little scraps you can to the helpless that live around you, as everything else crumbles to dust. The Void is a beautifully made first-person game developed by Ice Pick Lodge, a studio known best for its games' storytelling and imaginative nature so deep that it might make you temporarily forget that their difficulty paired with random glitchiness makes you want to bash your head against the wall and cry. Now, like most games that I inevitably hyperfixate on, The Void is small enough that doing any real research on it is a lot of hoping that I'm actually remembering real things I found since I played it. I'm not absolutely making stuff the heck up, so please keep in mind that my own fact-checking is limited. Hit me up if anything I put here is off. There is, though, one fact I will absolutely stand by. You need to play this game. If you like story and interpretation, this game is a beautiful exploration of what little we know, either about the world or about ourselves. Quick segue, this will contain light plot details about The Void, though I will attempt to not go into super spoilery territory. You have been warned. When you start the game, you're a dying creature in a dying world, surrounded by a near lifeless void. At the behest of an unknown woman, you grasp at what's in front of you, a translucent heart, in an attempt to stay alive just a while longer. You're a stranger in a world either utterly hostile to you, or worse, dangerous in that it's utterly unconcerned of your being. From here, the resource management begins, and it doesn't truly end until you hit an ending of the game, and when I say resource, I mean it. There's just the one. Color. Okay, so quick intro / refresh so we're all on the same page. Color is your life. It's your food, it's your water, it's your time, it's the most important resource you could possibly have. Well, more accurately. And because I put countless hours into the game and still don't know the names for everything, it breaks down into 3 sections. We'll call them pre-processed color, aka your stat / HP buffs, processing color, aka your stats and HP, and processed color, aka your ammunition. You get pre-processed boys from flowers, collecting little fellas full of color, or from trees that you planted earlier in the game. This is your fuel in your life, but you can only store so much, so you want to make sure you're not planting loads and loads of one color for yourself. Variation is key. Then you take that and you shove it right into your hearts. Now you travel the void as it slowly processes it. When you're in chambers, whatever color's in your hearts acts as your stats, like attack, speed, etc., and you only lose it if you get smacked, so, don't get hit. Once the void processes color out of your hearts, your color waste becomes what you can use to plant stuff, give away color, attack nasties, fuel trees, all that good stuff. These do have caps though, so you want to be careful of that so you're not wasting what you're processing. To newcomers, this might seem complex to hear all at once, but it's it. That's what you'll carry from start to finish. I just want to drive home how important color is from your first heart onwards. Once it's gone, so are you. It is a beautiful way for the designers to set up and enforce that color is the be-all end-all of your world now, and by the end of the game you'll be intimately familiar with it, and likely in your first playthrough, truly and utterly starved for it. I absolutely love this style of show-don't-tell storytelling. Well, to be fair, this game definitely tells you how important color is a whole bunch, but it makes you feel it with every fiber of your being too. When you have to drop loads of it to help out potential allies in the void, or plant a tree with the hopes of strong future returns later, it hurts. You can feel yourself throwing yourself closer to death, but you'll never make it out alive if you don't. You lose color fighting enemies, but you lose more if they hit you. Do you risk not getting caught? What's the safe option? Is there one? It gets harder and harder the longer you play, and the more you use color, the more the area around you is damaged, and the more nasty things get. Now, this gets to what I think is one of the funniest parts of the game, the drawbacks to color. It's intimidating to open the menu and see all the terrible things using certain types of color can do to you, and I think it's a truly fascinating mechanic that makes you really have to think about not only what you're taking in, but what you're putting out there. That is, if those listed negatives ever made it into the game. See, the devs ran out of a lot of time with this game, and one of the big things that they forgot to put in was the actual drawbacks to using certain types of color. They also kind of forgot to take the info on them out. Oops. Still, it's fascinating to see what might have been, and I'm glad there's enough of a community to inform us that just because the game says something is there, doesn't necessarily mean it's true. Even so though, color in general still damages the chambers around you, so don't go using it all willy-nilly. But, don't limit yourself too much either. Really, there is no right way to play the game. Honestly, just make peace with the fact that you're gonna die a lot. A lot. They should have named the easy patch the barely playable patch for this game, if I'm being honest. Now, about the NPCs, this game separates NPCs into a truly unique particular brand of gender dimorphism. Pretty naked people in increasingly fetishistic positions, and horror monstrosities reminiscent of old horror films.
Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. Intel has told us there are at least 7.
Okay, I already see one. Give him. Okay.
They're the same picture.
choices were made. The naked folk, sisters, want your hard-earned color. The horror monstrosities, brothers, want to ruin your day, so nothing good is going on. Truthfully, I find the laws and dynamics between brothers and sisters to be fascinating and desperately wish the game could have lingered on them for longer. You get some truly interesting dialogue as cycles move on, and after hearing it for like the 50th or so time, after retrying and retrying, I feel like I finally grasped the essence of what these creatures were meant to portray. Also, how could you not love this face? Oh, what a guy. Less cheekily though, like I said, this game is hard, and honestly, I say take the same approach to it as you would anything else from the studio. Some glitches will work in your favor. Take them as they are. Exploit them even. If you can do it, whether it's speed jumping or finding a unique way of combat, use it. Most of the big bosses early in the game have amazing exploits. Use them. Thank me later, and don't feel bad for using walkthroughs and getting help on this. This game is wicked fun, but the story is worth getting the opportunity to see to its fullest, so don't be shy when you're absolutely stuck. I promise, even with a walkthrough, it's still gonna be a challenge. But all this to say, The Void is a wonderful piece of art in a gaming medium, a stunning backup to the question about games being art. It takes you all over, telling enough of a complete story that you can be satisfied, but leaving just enough up to interpretation that everyone comes away with something different. And with enough endings, you get to choose your own level of masochism. In that, you can make the final choice of where you're going, or you can play through again to opt for something different. It is often ridiculously cheap and absolutely gorgeous, so get this one in your library and give me a thank you once you've gotten it finished, or, you know, curse me in the meantime. Also, in the meantime, drop a like and subscribe if you enjoy what I've done here. It means a lot and gives me motivation to keep doing what I do. See you all next time, and enjoy not taking fall damage as you repeatedly yeet yourself into nothingness to escape the levels you're in.
The dream of the future you see dissolves, and with time, so does the apprehension. The world under sun is no exception, and all you see around you evolves. New traits and things familiar can be sensed, but futile is hope without fruition. The grief you knew begets no vision. The happiness you felt becomes regret. Winter fades and takes its cold and storm. Spring revives the world with love and warmth, but still the law, all things decay and age. Vanity itself won't dry your tears, and so you fear as your time draws near. The world will turn, but never change.